I think we're gonna need Red's expertise to sneak some of these features onto our islands. Hey Bob's gang, believe it or not, there's actually quite a few unreleased updates and new features in Animal Crossing New Horizons that Nintendo decided not to add to the finalized game. It seems incredibly unlikely at this point that we would ever see these actually added, but they are there. Some in fact work fully as intended and could be ready to go within the game if Nintendo ever decided to. So let's take a look at some of these. Back in Animal Crossing New Leaf, Dr. Shrunk was the one in charge of giving us our reactions, which were called emotions back in that game. When Shrunk made his return in the 2.0 update, I was kinda hoping that he might give us some more reactions, but he didn't. This was surprising to me though, as we'd known for a while that there were actually some secret reactions hidden in the game that had been ported over from Animal Crossing New Leaf. As you can see here shared by Dobutsu no Mori on Tumblr, there are a whole bunch of reactions that never made it into Animal Crossing New Horizons, yet work fully as intended for the most part. The most famous of these and the most desired was the Dr. Shrunk Funk Shuffle, which is an iconic reaction. Given his minimal role in New Horizons, I guess it makes sense why we didn't get this one much earlier on, but the fact that it is there hidden in the game is just really frustrating and it makes me wish Nintendo had added it. Maybe they ran out of room for reactions, after all we have 2 full pages now, but it confuses me why they would work on totally new ones rather than adding in some of these old beloved ones that were just there. Speaking of old beloved things, it looks like the crossover villagers from past Animal Crossing games were at least at some point thought about being added to the game. A data mine showing all of the villager mottos for their photographs in the game actually revealed that there were placeholders for the crossover villagers. These mottos were suspiciously empty, but the villager species, like you can see here bird, lined up with all of the crossover villagers. As far as I remember, it even lined up with the Sanrio villagers who eventually did get added to the game. I really don't understand why Nintendo was so anti-crossover in this game. There was so much potential, yet apparently Mario is the only one who deserves it for some reason. I guess Chris Pratt will be happy. Now this one is especially painful to me. It's the fact that rugs outdoors actually do work in Animal Crossing New Horizons, and through certain means, players have discovered that you have been able to actually put rugs outdoors, and for the most part, they do actually work. This is definitely the case of Nintendo deciding we just don't want this feature in the game. They could have done it pretty easily, there weren't even that many rugs for them to work on, and like I said, it's possible to do it with basically all of them. Some of them may be a little bit glitchy, but they could have fixed that. So it's pretty safe to say that Nintendo just didn't feel like this feature was right for the game, but I have no idea why. It would have been so good and there's so many cool rugs that would have worked really well as a design on the island. We also have some unreleased accessories that villagers can hold around the island. Now these items for the most part were actually added to Red's raffle on Harvey's Island, which was really cool, and it was great to be able to get most of them, but some of them were not added for some reason, and I don't really know why. I guess Nintendo had felt like the ones they did add as holdable items was enough, but some of the ones they didn't were really cool, like the magnifying glass for example, so it is a little bit of a shame. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section about these unreleased updates, and what updates would you have loved to have seen made it into Animal Crossing New Horizons but never did. If you made it to the end, be sure to comment Bob's Gang down below so I know you did. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, and if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and turn on channel notifications for more videos.